Louisville 71 this afternoon. A couple of other games tonight: Warren Central, Lafayette, Jefferson of Indiana, and McCracken County and Collins. That's a look at the area schedule, and we're about 5.5 minutes away. We'll come back and take a look at the lineups of this afternoon's game. The Lady Rebels of Casey County out of Liberty, Kentucky, and the Barren County Trojanettes here at home at Trojan Gym. And this is our broadcast brought to you presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Starting lineups brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. Lady Rebels of Casey County under Tara Weddle. Natalie Duggins, a 5'8 senior, 12.6 rebounds a game. Gina Cravens, who is ranked the number 4 player in the region, 5'6 senior, 13 points a game. Lauren Lee, the number 3 player in region, 12. 5'6 and a senior, 11 points and 5 rebounds. Jordan Stevens, a 5'6 senior, 11 points a game. And Shaylee Wilkie is a 5'10 senior, averages just under double figures at 9 points a game and 4.5 rebounds. For the Barren County Trojanettes, under fourth-year head coach Piper Lindsay, assistant coaches Scott Chapman and Chad Withrow. Katie Murphy, 5'5", 8th grader, averaging 3.5 points a game. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'7 senior, averages 20.2. Raven Ennis, 5'9 sophomore, 11.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. Carly Delk, 5'9 senior, 7.4 points, 5.2 boards. Eve Jackson, 5'9 senior, averaging 6.4 points a game. We'll get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening tip-off when we come back after this break, as this is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Barren County and Casey County and the officials for tonight's game, brought to you by Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality no matter the size of the project. Chris Reeder, Evan Ray, John McMillan, the officials for tonight's game. First quarter of action brought to you by South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. Trojanettes in white with Trojanettes across the front of the jerseys in burgundy and gold. Casey County light blue and white with Casey County script across the front of their jerseys. John McMillan tosses it up. Raven Ennis gets the tap. And the Trojanettes will control it as we start this first quarter of action. Katie Murphy with it out front, gives it over to Bertram, hands it back to Murphy. Here's the backdoor pass coming in the air over the head of Bertram. And last touch, though, by one of the Casey County Lady Rebels. Got a fingertip on it.
Navy in the tips.
So Barren County will have it underneath. Bertram, left side of the basket, sends it out to Jackson. Jackson, one dribble straight away over to Murphy. Murphy wants to drive, but cut off in there. Has to give it back out to Bertram. Now Bertram, top of the key. Got to fire up a three-point shot, and it's going to come off the left side of the rim. Rebound to Casey County. Long pass down the floor. Wilkie goes under, puts it up and in. Senior-dominated basketball team in Casey County, but the Trojanettes break the pressure on the other end, got it over the defense, and Ennis puts it up and in.
Great job of Raven running the floor there, and Katie hit her with a good pass.
Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assists to Katie Murphy. Tied at 2. Here's a shot underneath, missed in there by Cravens. Jackson with a rebound for Barren. Gives it off to Murphy. Murphy angles off to the right side. Now reverses back left. Goes in the lane, goes up with the left hand. Shot partially blocked. Could have got a piece of Katie there, but didn't get a whistle on it. And here's Lee with the basketball for Casey County. Throws it behind her to Stevens, and back out now it comes to Lee. Lee will set it up with Bertram guarding her. 2-2 ball game. A little over a minute gone here in the opening quarter. Here's a pass down into Wilkie, left of the lane. Throws it back out now to Stevens. Now around the perimeter, goes right side over to Lee. Lee will throw it back out now to Stevens. Goes back left side over to Cravens. Bounces back out to Lee. Back to the right side of the floor. Stevens with it. Back out to Lee out front, top of the key. Now Lee got the handoff in there. Left of the circle. Wants to penetrate. Kicks it off in the left corner. Here's a three ball in the air. That is coming off the rim for Cravens. Bertram with a rebound for Barren.
Pretty good defense there, Jay, on the half-court set by Barren County.
Yep. So Katie Murphy now to set it up for the Trojanettes. A little over 2 minutes gone here in the quarter. We're tied at 2. Jackson with it on the left side. Gives it to Ennis. Ennis back out to Jackson. Now Jackson straight away to Bertram. Fires it back right side over to Murphy. Now Murphy back out to Bertram. Looking for Delk down low. She's got it posted up down there. Looks. Bounces back out to Bertram. Trying to make a move on her defender. Throws it up off balance. Has it blocked on her by Lauren Lee. Here's Lee racing down the floor. Cuts off to the right side. Now looks back out. Gives it over the right side wing. Down in the corner. 3 ball to the air. Good for Duggins.
Great extra pass there by Casey County. Had the open 3, but made the extra pass for the wide open 3. And then the
now,
pressure.
Yep, Murphy's in a trap. Bounces down to the corner. Going up the baseline. Jackson has it blocked from behind by Wilkie and out of bounds. We talked about Casey County really likes to shoot the 3. They've hit 168 of them this year. Murphy gets the ball in the left corner. It's Delk back out to Bertram. Can't shoot the 3. Sends it back out front to Jackson. Now Jackson goes left side, turns back right, gives it out front to Ennis. Right side it goes to Murphy. She wants to drive to the bucket, puts it up and in.
They're real aggressive in their man-to-man, Jay. I think we'll have a chance to go by them if we want to.
Yep, 5-4. Barren County trailing by 1 to Casey County. They go down in low. Shot put up no good for Wilkie. Gets her on rebound. Puts it back up and in.
Carly did a great job initially there.
Carly Delk down on the floor. I'm not sure what happened there. And
she's really holding that arm kind of strange there, Jay. I don't know if she got an elbow or what, but she did a great job.
She's going to the locker room or going to see Dwayne Miller over there.
She knows something might have happened there. She did a great job. I don't know if she got her shoulder hung up there on the offensive rebound or what happened, but I think she knew automatically something was wrong.
Well, hopefully it won't be anything serious. Can't afford any injuries here this late in the season especially. Here's Macy Lockhart breaking to the lane, gives it off of the baseline shot, but Jackson, and it's good.
Great ball movement there by the Trojanettes.
7-6. Here's a pass down underneath to Wilkie. She puts up, missed the shot, puts it back up and in. Wilkie's a 5'10 senior, averages 9 points a game. She's already got 6 of Casey County's 9 here in the early going. Lockhart with the basketball, sends it over to Bertram. Bertram trying to make a move on her defender. And now gives it over to Murphy. Half the quarter gone. Murphy driving. Bounce pass baseline. Lockhart drives in the lane. Throws it up. No good, but a foul. So Macy Lockhart, 5'9 freshman, will head to the free throw line for the Trojanettes. And the foul was on, is it 24? Yep. That's Duggins, her first, and the team's first. Macy Lockhart, 59% foul shooter, puts it up and in.
Another great thing there, Jay. Katie got her defender on her hip a little bit, penetrated, and Macy did a great job of taking the ball to the rim. They like the pressure even in the half-court set, but I think if we're determined, we can get to the rim a little bit.
Macy Lockhart puts it up and missed that one. Long rebound, chased down. And that is number 31, Haley Brock, had just checked in the game for Casey County. 5'9 senior, driving a baseline. Pass comes out to the left wing. Working around to the right side, Lee. Now they try to work it down in low there. Shot goes up, no good, but they're going to get a foul. It's going to send Brock to the free throw line. Foul on Raven Ennis. Her first, team's first.
Really do a good job, Casey County does, Jay, of moving the basketball against their man-to-man to get that open look or get that quick dump down there to the post like they did on that particular play.
Yeah. So Brock's free throw is good.
Typically, when you have a good three-point shooting team, you have a good free throw shooting team. You mentioned that in the pregame there that they shot over 70%, I think, from the line. So,
and the second one comes off.
I got her, Jay.
Yeah, that's all right. Katie Murphy with a rebound for the Trojanettes into the front court.
50, stay 50.
Right side it goes to Jackson. Out it comes to Bertram. Now Bertram trying to make a move. Steps back, left elbow shot, comes off the rim. Rebound taken by Casey County. It's Stevens. Sends it underneath and a layup that's good for Cravens.
Great job of pushing the ball by Casey County there.
12-7. Here's a pass to Jackson. Had to catch it with one hand. There's Bertram on the right wing. Now Bertram throws it in the right corner. Katie Murphy trying to go baseline, gets fouled. And it's on 14. That's Stevens, her first. Casey County's second of the half.
That's her first.
12-7. Casey County, 3:04 to go first quarter. Murphy looking to throw it in. And sends it out to Ennis. Ennis, crossover move, goes to the basket, puts it up, missed it. Rebound to Casey County. It's Cravens in the backcourt with it. Gets with the basketball to Stevens, and across it goes right side Lee. Lee tries to drive in, throws it back out to Brock, and here's a long three in the air by Stevens. It's no good. Ball hits the floor. Offensive board put up and in by Mackenzie Cundiff, another senior on the Casey County team. They got 7 seniors, Coach, and, of course, 5 starters are seniors.
Well, that depth
very
is hard.
dominated. Yeah, 14-7. A little pump fake, no good for Jackson. Foul, though. Little ball fake there by Eve Jackson to draw the foul. Going to put her at the free throw line for 2 shots.
Well, we've done a great job with breaking their pressure a little bit, but down here on the offensive end, we got them to take a tough shot, and then we got to find bodies and box them off because they are tough to box off.
Duggan's back in the game for Casey County. It's Eve Jackson, and missed them both. Rebound to Casey County. Here's Lauren Lee. Bounce pass down underneath. Cundiff lays it in. They get down the floor quick.
Yeah, you got to find them.
Yeah. Murphy had to dig it back up. Timeout by Piper Lindsay with 2:16 to play here in the first quarter. And the Trojanettes find themselves down 16-7 to the number 6 team in the state of Kentucky. And we'll take the People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow, your local community bank working for you. Freshman district today, Coach. Both teams winning the tournament.
Outstanding. Of course, being a freshman principal, Jay, I take pride in that myself, and came out and watched a couple games, watched them both in the championship game. We played Glasgow in the championship and came out with victories. I think the boys won 37-48, and then the girls won 37-19. So that's great within your program to continue to have success with the younger kids, and so both teams represented Barren County really, really well today. Something to be proud of.
Yep. Freshmen beat the Lady Patriots in the first game, and as you said, 37-19, the championship over the Glasgow Lady Scotty freshmen. And then the Trojans beat the Glasgow freshmen in the championship. So congratulations to both.
Outstanding job.
16-7, Jackson with it on the left side. Gives it out to Murphy. They go left side over to Bertram. Now Bertram looking inside, putting down the dribble. Crossover, goes in the lane. Spin move, up with a shot. Too strong against the glass. Wilkie with a rebound.
A lot of contact there, Jay.
Yep. Didn't get it on that one. And now kind of trying to feed it inside there underneath the Lee. It's broken up, and Jackson's got it. Gives it off to Lockhart. Lockhart driving to the basket. Puts it up. Missed it. Battle for the rebounds. Tapped out, and Casey County has it going the other way. Cravens with the basketball. Cravens, left side, hands it off in there to Lee. Curls into the paint. Now throws it back over the left wing to Cravens. Here's the lob down to Wilkie. She puts it up and in.
Great ball movement there. Penetration, kick to the 3, and a quick dump down. Hard to defend, Jay.
And it's 18-7 now. Casey County extending the lead here. And now Jackson had an open look at a 3, but drives the basket and lays it in. That's her 4th point, and it's 18-9. A minute 16 to play in the opening quarter. Cundiff fakes the 3, drives into the lane, throws it off of the right side wing. 3 ball in the air, that's short, and ball comes off to Murphy. Trojans coming the other way. Lockhart turned at the right time to get the pass from Katie Murphy. Now she'll set it up with 1 minute to play here in the quarter. Bertram with the basketball. Going to step back, shoot the 3. It's short. Didn't even get to the iron. And we're going to have a foul on Casey County for pushing off. It'll be on Lauren Lee. Her first, team's 4th. Liberty Rice checking into the Trojanet lineup for Katie Murphy, 5'5" junior. And Stevens back in for Casey County. Rice to toss it in. Comes underneath the Bertram, puts it in, and draws a foul.
Again, Jay, they're really man-to-man pressure, even on the out-of-bounds play. What all Elizabeth did there was change direction and speed really hard. Got a great look.
Cundiff commits the foul. That is her first, team's 5th. And Bertram's free throw is off to the left. Trojanettes have only hit 1 out of 5 from the foul line here in the first quarter. 18-11. Lob down to Wilkie. She puts it up and got it. She's got 10 of Casey County's 20. Ennis, right side, Bertram. Bertram splits the defenders, lost the handle, but stepped it off over to Jackson. Feeds it back to Bertram, lost it off her foot. And turnover by Barren with 23 seconds to play. Stevens with it for Casey County. Down to 18. They'll probably hold it for one shot here. Down to 15 seconds left. And now Stevens left, goes back right. Now looks back left. Here's the three ball in the air. That is going to be short. Barely grazed the iron. Lockhart with the basketball. Going to have to hurry to get the shot off. Stops and pops. 15. No, off the back iron. That's the end of the first quarter. It's Casey County 20, Barren County 11. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Second quarter of action here, presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Trojanettes trailing Casey County 20-11. Carly Delk is back over in the Barren County bench, and hopefully her arm is okay. Was shaking it off quite a bit there. She was heading over to the bench. Duggins with the basketball, angling to the right side, gives to Stevens. Stevens back to Duggins in the right corner. Back out to Stevens. Now Stevens defended out there by Macy Lockhart. Right side it goes to Stevens on the right wing. Duggins. Back to the left side it comes to Cundiff. Now Cundiff will send it out top to Stevens. Right side Lee. Back out to Stevens. Back left side it comes to Cundiff. Cundiff out top now. Duggins. Right side over to Stevens. They dish it back down, and here's Cundiff laying it up and in.
Very patient offensively there. Great job by Casey County.
And Cundiff has come off the bench to score 6. Here's a steal. Here's a layup that is no good, but a foul on Liberty Rice. That'll be her first, Barren County's second team foul. And that's going to put Stevens at the line for 2 shots.
That's her first team second. Stevens will step line 2.
Stevens first of 2 is good.
Say something we talked about before the game. Rebounding, they out-rebounded us 9-4 there. They had 3 offensive rebounds that were scores for them, especially Wilkie there. So we got to do a better job here in the second quarter, especially keeping them off the glass.
Stevens with the second shot. It's up. It's good. Again, one of the better free throw shooting teams in the state, shooting almost 71% as a team. Murphy with the basketball, finds herself in a trap, finds Lockhart underneath, and she puts it in.
Katie did a great job of getting rid of that ball before the trap got there. Macy cut to the basket.
Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assists. Let Jamie Harris assist you today with your financial planning. 24-13. Barren County down by 11 against the 6th-rated team in the state of Kentucky. 6:35 to go here in the first half. Right side is Stevens. She heads into the lane, throws it back off to Cundiff. She's into the circle now, and now gives to Lee. Going to fire up a 3-point shot. Left of the circle, knocks it down.
3-point basket, Lee.
Well, you can't go underneath the screen, and then you can't not close out with a hand up there.
50.
Too good of a shooter for that.
That's their second 3-point shot of the half, and it's 27-13.
Where you are. Good. Attack.
Out top, Carly Delk, who's back in the game now. Sends it left side over to Murphy. And now Murphy wants to penetrate in the lane, right of the lane. Now sends it back out to Carly Delk on the right wing. Finds Anna's breaking to the basket, and she puts it in.
Great pass by Carly Delk to a cutting Raven Ennis.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jamie Harris assists, 27-15. Here's Stevens on the left side of the floor. Gives it to Lee. She'll circle it out. 5:40 to go here in the second quarter. 27-15, Casey County. Left side corner. Stevens drives into the lane and pass broken up, stolen in there by Katie Murphy. And we'll get a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Barren County.
Lady Rebel lineup number 22.
Gina Cravens back in the Casey County lineup with 5:30 to play here in the first half. Barren County down by a dozen, 27-15. Katie Murphy will bring it up. Murphy working, giving it out there to Lockhart. Lockhart hands it off to Ennis. Ennis lost the handle and taken by Stevens. Driving, here's Lee. It's going to be shot blocked in there by Bertram, but she was out of bounds when she got the ball in her hand. So Stevens will toss it in, right of the bucket. She gets it out to Cravens. Cravens now looking for Lee. She comes out to get the pass. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. It's 27-15. Lee working the right side. Throws it back left over to Cravens. And Cravens around the top of the horn. Gives it back to Lee. Now goes back to Cravens. Long range right. Skip pass coming left side. And a three ball in the air that is no good. Rebound battle for her as Delk tapped it off. And Katie Murphy has it for the Trojanettes. Left side it comes to Ennis. Back out front to Murphy. Murphy gets rid of it off to Bertram. Now to Ennis. Now to Murphy. Now gives it to Lockhart. Hands it back off to Ennis for the three ball in the air. No good. Rebound by Macy Lockhart. Back out to Ennis. Ennis with a crossover move and a spin move. Goes up with a shot. Banked it in off the window.
Great move by Raven. Great job with a crossover and spin, as you said, Jay.
People's bank shot for Raven Ennis gives her 6 points, 27-17. Barren down by 10. Left corner, they drive it going to the basket. Shot put up and in by Stevens, and she's fouled. Foul on Macy Lockhart, her first, team's third.
Well, that's one of their seniors that have been in a lot of big games, taking one of our freshmen to the rim there, and we'll learn how to defend that as we get more opportunities. But they do a great job of when they need a bucket, running an offensive set and getting people in the proper positions.
Checking back into the Casey County lineup. At the line is Stevens. She's 2 for 2 from there already tonight. The shot goes up, and it's good. 30-17, Casey County. 3:55 to play here in the first half. Katie Murphy with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Hands it off to Lockhart and now to Bertram. Bertram out between the circles. Now hands it to Ennis. Goes over to Lockhart. Lockhart coming right with it. And now dishes it back off to Murphy. Bounce pass underneath. It's a Delk. Shot was blocked in there by Brock. And here comes Casey County back on the attack again. Stevens with the basketball. Sends it off left side to Brock. Out to Lee. Around the horn it goes to Cravens for the three ball. It's in the air and it's bouncing high off the rim. Crashing aboard Carly Delk.
Great job.
Gives to Bertram. Bertram trying to make a move on her defender. Takes it in the lane. Throws up the shot. She gets fouled. Foul on 31. That is Brock. That'll be her second and the team's sixth. Elizabeth Bertram at the line. 74.8% shooter. Swishes it through. She'd missed her first attempt, got that one. It's her third point of the game, 30-18. Bertram puts it back up, and it rattles and goes in. 30-19, 3:16 to play here in the first half. Stevens with the basketball for Casey County. Bounces off to Cundiff and now gives to Lee on the left wing. Sends it out now to Cravens. Bounce pass back to Cundiff. And now here's the lob down underneath, and it's knocked away by Ennis and out of bounds. They try to go down to Brock with it.
We're doing a little better job down there on the post. Jay, looks like we want to try to three-quarter it, front it down there and get a little weak side help. Did a great job there, Raven did.
And with it on the left side is Cravens. Cravens sends it back around to Stevens. Stevens into lane and back out for a three in the air. That is no good. Ball hits the floor. Picking it up is Bertram. Bertram, crossover move right, going to the basket, trying to go up with a shot. She's going to be fouled by Lee. And that is her second of the team's seventh.
Zone number 2, Lauren Lee. That's her second team.
And so at the line, it'll be Elizabeth Bertram for 2 shots. First of 2 on the way. Good.
Leading the Lady Red lineup, number 24, Duggins.
She's got one more, 30-20. And the second shot is up. It's good. 4 in a row after missing her first one.
Much better.
Yep. 6 points for Elizabeth Bertram. And the lead cut to single digits, 30-21. Casey County with the basketball. Cravens with it out front. Gives it off to Stevens and back to Cravens. Cravens will give it back to Stevens. It comes out almost to midcourt. 2:20 left in the half. Goes left side to Cundiff. Goes into the circle there. Now there's a bad pass, but chased down by Stevens. Back out around the perimeter. Here's Cundiff with it. Cundiff getting the screen. They drive it, and now that pass going out of bounds. I didn't see from this angle, Coach, but it looked like it was a clean pass that just went out of bounds.
I think you're right. The zebra was kind of in front of us there, but I'm kind of like you.
Murphy crosses midcourt line, angles off right, bounces it out to Delk. Delk looking inside. Bounce pass back out to Ennis. Had to go chase it down, got away from her. Getting pressure from Stevens. Right side it goes to Murphy. Murphy gives it out to Lockhart. Lockhart back out to Ennis. Minute 45 left in the half. Had it smacked away. Got it back though. Trying to keep control of the basketball. Right side it goes to Bertram. Bertram trying to make a move. Behind the back dribble. Goes to the basket. Puts it up. Missed the layup with the left hand on the right hand side. And here comes Casey County down the left of the lane. Dishes it off to Cundiff. Cross-court pass to Stevens. Stevens can't shoot the 3. And now Duggins with it out top. Duggins bounce pass the right side. Yeah, they give it off to Duggins. Pass knocked away. Stolen by Bertram. Bertram, crossover left. Goes down the lane. Throws it up and in.
Nice job by Elizabeth.
Lead cut to 7 at 30-23. And a minute to play in the first half. Casey County with the basketball. Cundiff out to Stevens. Stevens trying to penetrate right of the lane. Had it smacked out of her hands, but picked up off the floor by her teammate Wilkie down low. No good. Battle for the rebound is tapped out to Bertram. Here comes Lockhart. Lockhart bounce pass underneath to Murphy. Try to go up with it. And it's going to be swatted out of bounds. That looked like a foul.
Couple of things there, Jay. Great defense by Carly, and it was a foul down here. Great pass by Macy to Katie. Just didn't get the call.
The Barren County will keep it underneath with 43.4 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Bertram throws it out deep to Murphy. Murphy back in the corner. Bertram turns and fires and knocks it down for 3.
Great screen by Carly Dell.
Hardly even squared up for that shot.
Great shot by Elizabeth.
Peoples Bank 3 cuts it to 4 at 30-26. 28 seconds to play in the first half. Casey County with the basketball. 3 in the air. No good. Delk claims the board for the Trojanettes. Outlet pass comes up to Bertram. Bertram stops and pops the 3 ball. No good. And the rebound off to Cravens. Cravens at 12 seconds got away with a walk there. Bounce pass coming to the right side. It's Stevens with the basketball. 6 seconds to play. Going left. 3 ball in the air. No good. Popped out. Delk with another rebound. That'll do it for the first half. And at halftime, the Trojanettes have cut it to 4 at 30-26. Casey County leads it. We'll come back with a halftime report brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. And always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. 30-26, Trojanettes trailing by 4 to the Casey County Lady Rebels. Largest lead was 14 at one time. It was 27-13, Casey County, and the Trojanettes came back and scored 13 to the Lady Rebels 3 to finish out the second period of play. For Casey County in the first half, 12 field goals. 2 of those were three-pointers. They were 4 of 5 from the charity stripe, and Shayla Wilkie leads away in scoring for the Lady Rebels. She had 10 points in the first quarter, did not score in the second quarter. Mackenzie Condiff was 6 points in the first half. Jordan Stevens had 5, a basket and 3 free throws, a three-pointer for Lauren Lee, also 3 for Natalie Duggins, and a 2-point basket for Gina Cravens. Haley Brock scored 1 point off 1 of 2 free throws on those 12 field goals, 2 three-pointers, 4 of 5 from the charity stripe. Barren County with 10 field goals in the first half. 1 of those a three-point shot. Barren County was 5 of 9 from the foul line in the first half. Elizabeth Bertram with 11 points in the first half. She scored 9 of those in the second quarter. Picked up 3 baskets. 1 of those a three-point shot. She was 4 of 5 from the charity stripe. 6 points for Raven Ennis in the first half. Couple of threes. Actually, 3 two-point baskets. A two-pointer for Katie Murphy. Eve Jackson scored 4 points on a couple of field goals in the first quarter. Went 0 for 2 from the line. 3 points for Macy Lockhart. A 2-point basket and 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Carly Delk did not score in the first half. Went out with an injury, but came back and played the rest of the second quarter. And Liberty Rice saw some minutes, but did not score in the first half. Coach, what's been the turnaround here? The Trojanettes were down by 14, and they've come back to cut it to 4.
Well, I know. I think you said they hit a couple of threes. Maybe Casey, they've taken several threes and they haven't hit them. So we're doing a pretty good job of defending the three. We obviously know that's a part of their game plan. And in that second quarter there, especially, we did a much better job on the defensive boards. We limit them to 1 offensive rebound. I've got them with 12 rebounds for the game and us with 10. So limiting second chance points was big there in the second quarter. And then I thought offensively, especially with Elizabeth, we were a little more active there in the second quarter. And again, they play a really aggressive man-to-man style like we do, and we can go to the rim. We got to knock some free throws down, and we got fouled, and we went to the free throw line and knocked some shots down. And down here, for us defensively, we played really good man. And then when the shot went up, I know Wilkie was out quite a bit there. I don't know if she was in foul trouble or what the scenario was.
No,
she set quite a bit there in the second quarter, came back in late, but Carly did a great job of, once that shot was going up, finding that big body on the inside and getting that rebound. So if we can continue, they're a senior-led team, so they're gonna say, hey, we've got to do something to extend this lead a little bit here and make that extra pass and take the ball to the rim. I look for them to try to maybe take the ball to the rim a little bit more here in the second half.
Nobody really in foul trouble. 7 fouls against the Lady Rebels, 3 on the Trojanettes in the first half. Casey County, Lauren Lee did pick up 2, and Haley Brock picked up 2. 1 each on Duggan, Stevens, and Cuddiff. And for Barren County, 1 each on Raven Ennis, Liberty Rice, and Macy Lockhart. The Trojanettes down by 4 here at the break, 30-26. And next week, Coach, we're going through the 16th district teams. We always have for the past many years, as far as I can remember. And Russell County on Tuesday night here for senior night. And then next Friday night, we go to Cumberland County. And then we'll close out with Metcalfe County here on that Tuesday, and then go to Clinton County on Thursday.
That's kind of interesting. That's the way that's been for a long time.
As long as I can remember.
You would play all 4 teams of a different district the last 4 games of the season. But Russell County will be a good test for our girls program. I think we saw their boys. I think up at Eastern Kentucky over Christmas, handle them pretty easily, and then go to Cumberland. You'll be happy to know I talked to some folks over at Burkesville. It's homecoming night.
Oh well.
So like the show over there should be a long night, but it's a Friday night at least, and then
that's right.
Metcalfe coming here, and then back on the road against Clinton. I don't think Clinton's girls program is very strong, but boys, it should be a test for us. So it's just at this time of the year, from past experience, it's about getting our guys and gals ready for the district tournament and seeing what we can do, the things that we want to do in that opening round of the district tournament. So hopefully those games will present the opportunity for some good competition, and we'll be able to continue to work on some things that we want to work on that first week of postseason play.
And it's all set as far as the girls' district is concerned. The Trojanettes will play Monroe County in the first round of the 15th district tournament. Glasgow will play Allen County Scottsville, as Monroe County lost to Allen County Scottsville last night in that girls' game. So Glasgow and Allen will be. They still have to play again. I think it's Monday night.
Yeah,
and so,
those,
that's the 2-3.
Have those dates been set, or do you know if that's been set yet?
As far as the district tournament goes, I know the meeting is next Wednesday night.
Well, they'll probably
everything will be set. But normally it's been the girls doubleheader on Monday and the boys Tuesday, Wednesday, girls final Thursday, boys final Friday. The way it's been set, but we'll see how it is for this year. But the boys' side is still undetermined right now. Still got to wait and see how Allen and Glasgow come out on Monday night.
And I think Allen won the doubleheader last night against Monroe, boys and girls, and then so I think that game is at Glasgow Monday night. So that will determine the seeding for the boys as well.
Right.
And then you can, then as a coach, you can begin to really laser focus personnel and the things that those teams do, because you and I know this, Jay. You've been doing it a long time. I've coached in a lot of them. That first game of the district tournament, especially if you're playing that 2-3 or even if you're playing the 4-1, is the most pressure-packed game some of these kids will ever play. And so, as a coach, you want to give yourself the best chance to win. So typically those last couple of weeks, you're kind of fine-tuning what you want to do in that opening game.
Right. We'll come back with the second half in just a moment. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back to start the third quarter, presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Jay Turner with Coach Darryl Murphy, as Trojanettes will start the second half with Raven Ennis, Eve Jackson, Carly Delk, Elizabeth Bertram, and Katie Murphy. And for Casey County, Natalie Duggins, Gina Cravens, Lauren Lee, Jordan Stevens, and Shayla Wilkie. And Casey County's basketball moving from left to right as we see it from the broadcast location.
Edge, Carly.
Worked around to the top. It's Lee. Down low. Wilkie missed the shot. And grabbed in there by Jackson. She'll give it off to Bertram. Chance here for the Trojanettes to cut it to one and a three-point shot. Bertram driving strong to the bucket. Puts it up. It's no good. And a foul on Lee. That'll be number 3.
Yeah, that's a big call there.
On Lauren Lee. And the first of the second half. So we'll see if Coach Tarawello is going to bring her out. But right now, no. Murphy in the corner. Ennis pulls a trigger. It's a no good. Rebound knocked down. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up. Here comes Lee with it for Casey County. Lee is going to be fouled. Somebody reached in and got her.
That's a good look down here on this end, Jay, by Raven. There can't get much of a better look than that, just off the front of the rim.
First foul of the second half. First foul on Ennis, or on Bertram, it was.
Watch her coming in, Katie.
And it's Casey County's basketball.
Carly.
And we got a whistle away from the ball. Illegal screen on Wilkie, I believe it is.
Yeah, good call there, Jay. She was trying to get a little comeback in the corner there for the three. She was trying to screen Katie on that, and she was moving.
So that will be the first on Wilkie, 2 on the Lady Rebels here in the second half. Barren County's basketball, another chance to cut it to 1 and a three-point shot. Here's Ennis with it out front on the left side. Ennis sends it over to Jackson. Jackson, right side wing. It's Murphy. Tried to go into Ennis with it. Back over it goes to Murphy. Looking inside. Throws it out top to Delk. Left side it comes to Jackson. Jackson back out to Delk. Right side it goes to Bertram. 3 ball in the air. Good!
Nice look. Deep 3 by Elizabeth there.
Cuts it to 1, 30-29. Closest the Trojanettes have been since the opening of the ball game. 6:47 to play, third quarter. And the People's Bank three for Elizabeth Bertram, her second one of the night. Here's a spin move. Stevens throws it up off balance, banked it in.
Tough move there.
Stevens has 7, 32-29 the score. Here's Bertram with it on the right wing. Trying to drive, steps back, shoots the three ball. It is good again. Bertram catching fire now with two back-to-back People's Bank threes. Ties it up at 32. 6:16 to play in the third quarter. Right side with it as they bring it out front. Cravens bounces off right to Stevens. Now Stevens comes over, gives it to Cundiff, who's in the game now for Lee, who's on the bench with those 3 fouls. Bounces back out to the right side. Cundiff with it, gets the screen. Now needs some help, throws it back around the perimeter. Left side of the bounce pass. Stevens driving to the bucket and lays it up and in.
Great patience by Casey County there. Turned it over several times.
34-32, Casey County by 2. Ennis with the basketball. Ennis out top, gives it to Jackson. Jackson swings it back left side over to Delk. Out it comes to Murphy. Murphy stops, looks, throws it back over to Ennis on the right side. Ennis wants to drive, gets Stevens. Gets cut off, and threw a little dangerous, lazy pass there. I don't know if it slipped out of her hands or what, but a turnover by Barren. Here's a layup at the other end. No good. Rebound, Wilkie. Hooks it back out for a three-point shot in the air that rattles out, and Ennis with a rebound. Hands it off to Bertram. Bertram pushes it into the front court. A little hesitation move. Throws up the shot. I don't know how she made that one, but she did. That was a scoop shot falling away.
Wow. Great shot by Elizabeth there.
19 for Elizabeth Bertram. Tied at 34. With 4:55 to go here in the third quarter. Timeout by Tara Weddle and the Lady Rebels of Casey County, the number 6 team in the state of Kentucky. The Trojanettes have tied them up with 4:54 to go here in the third.
Just another couple of great defensive trips we did. Casey County's really disciplined, and they know what each other can do. They don't force anything. If you watch them, Jay, they'll make 6 or 7 passes, and as a defender, you don't want to guard that, okay? Mm-hmm. So if you take 2 passes and you shoot, as a defender, you like that. But they made about 6 or 7 passes the last time. We just got to settle in and make sure that we defend those passes, and when they get ready to drive, just rebound the basketball.
Right. Lauren Lee on the bench for Casey County with 3 fouls.
That's a big foul situation. She seems to be the senior that is the leader from the guard position out there. Does a lot of good things for them. So that was a big foul early here in the third quarter.
Yep. And Carly Delk seems to be okay after going down on her arm early in the second quarter. Casey County with a basketball. Out of the right side is Cravens. They give it out to Cundiff. Bounce pass left side over to Duggins. And now Jordan Stevens with it. Top of the key. 3 ball in the air. Good for Cravens.
Set play out of the timeout there, Jay. A couple of double screens there.
That's her 59th 3-point shot she's made this year. Murphy driving, gets fouled by Cundiff. That's going to be her second of the team's third. So she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Katie Murphy, 5'5", 8th grader. Basket in the first quarter. Free throw in there. Shooting about 55% from the foul line so far this season. And the second shot is on the way. Got it. 37-36. Casey County with a 1-point lead. Stevens with the basketball for the Lady Rebels. Bounce pass right over to Cundiff and bounces back out to Stevens. Now Stevens angles off to the right, looks left, and another 3-point try in the air. No, it came off short, but an offensive rebound by Cundiff. Back to the right side, they feed it to Wilkie. Puts it up and in. Made a nice catch. Be able to keep control, and Casey County back up by 3, 39-36. 3:53 left to play in the third. Raven Ennis with the basketball. Straight away out to Jackson. Right side it goes to Murphy. Now Murphy looking inside. Back out to Jackson. Jackson back over to Murphy. Murphy feeds it down in there to Bertram. Working one-on-one up on the left hand. Good off the glass. 10 points for Bertram, and a turnover by Casey County. Did they step across the line, Coach? I was looking down at my paper.
They did. She was ready. She wanted to push the ball up, and the girl that was inbounds wasn't looking, and she kind of, her momentum took her forward. But Jay Elizabeth's kind of taking over the third quarter here for us offensively, having some great takes to the basket.
Yep, 10 of Barren County's 12 points from Bertram. They sent it into Jackson. She got bumped from behind, but no whistle. Now puts down one dribble, feeds it back to Bertram. Long distance three. Yes! 41-39, Barren on top.
I've seen her get this way before. The Glasgow game comes to mind. She's just in a different zone now.
3:16 to play, third quarter. 3 threes for Elizabeth Bertram here in this quarter. 13 points in the quarter. Driving to the basket. Shot missed. Rebound, Eve Jackson. Outlet pass comes to Ennis. Ennis looking down the floor for Delk. We couldn't get it to her. Out to Jackson with a three ball. It's short underneath. Delk grabs it, gives it off to Ennis. Ennis cutting down to the baseline. Cut off. Shot up is no good. Rebound tag in there to Delk. She puts it up. No. And we're going to get Dennis trying to get the offensive rebound. Jump ball possession arrow to the Trojanettes with 2:48 to play in the third.
Battling, Jay, is all you can say right there. 2 offensive rebounds. Carly and Raven just hitting the glass a little bit more. I want it than you do.
Yep.
The situation.
And they put Lee back in the game now with those 3 fouls, and they're trying to put the pressure on Bertram. Right corner. Here's the lob. It hit Ennis and saved inbounds by Ennis. Delk puts it up. It's no good. And Delk got pushed to the floor and going to get a foul call. Foul on 31. That is Brock, her third, team's fourth of the second half. Barren County's basketball. Katie Murphy to inbound. Comes out to Ennis. Ennis in the circle. Looking for Bertram. Feeds it back to Bertram, left side, trying to find some space. Steps back, shoots a 10-footer that's short. Delk with the offensive board. Back to Bertram for a three. No good. Ball hits the floor and taken by Cravens for Casey County. It was a good look, just wouldn't go down.
It was a good look, Jay. Great offensive rebound by Carly.
Would have put the Trojanettes up by 5 if she could have hit that one. 2:10 to go in the third. Driving strong to the basket is Lee. Pump fake, puts it up and in, and a foul.
Yeah. Just got to know that they're going to look to take the ball up to the rim just a little bit more. Got to break down and play a little better defense in that.
Yep. Foul on Raven Ennis, number 2 on her. There's 2 on the Trojanettes here in the second half. Lee at the line, a 71.7% foul shooter on the year. And she puts it up in the air, and it's no good. Rebound to Delk. Up to Ennis on the right side. Back to Delk, hands it off out there to Murphy. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We're tied at 41. Murphy driving right of the lane. In trouble, double team, whistle. What do we got? Traveling violation.
Yeah, it should have just went on up. Great screen by Carly there. Just go into the defender there, get the foul possibly or score the basket.
Casey County with the basketball. Lauren Lee with it, a minute 44 to go in the third. And now Lee still on the dribble. Going right side corner. 3 ball in the air. No good. Rebound comes off to Raven Ennis. And she'll hold up. Gives it to Katie Murphy. And now Murphy with the basketball. Minute 23 left in the third quarter. Gets the screen out top from Ennis. Drives left. Gives it over to Jackson. Jackson curls into the key. Throws it right side. Or looking back out for Bertram. Bertram fires up, 3-pointer, no good, in and out. Rebound taken by Cravens. Cravens over the left side. Lee spots up for the 3. It's in and out. And mishandled rebound. Casey County comes back up with it. Lee driving, stops, puts it up and in. 43-41. Casey County back up by 2. Jackson with the basketball on the right side. Stops and gives it out to Ennis. Down to 42 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Ennis trying to go one-on-one. In the lane. Spin move. Up with a shot. Rimmed off. Rebound to Brock for Casey County. Cravens into the front court. Gives it over to Stevens. 25 seconds to play here in the third. They'll hold it for one shot here. Stevens, left side, corner, 3 in the air, short. Offensive rebound by Cundiff. Ball gets tipped up in the air, but Lee grabs it, and around the perimeter left it goes to Stevens. 5 seconds to play. Cravens gives it out to Lee. Lee throws it up. It is going to be banked in at the buzzer. And that will do it for the third quarter. And all of a sudden, Casey County goes back up by 5, 46-41 after 3. Back with the fourth quarter after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Fourth and final quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Barren County came back, actually led 41-39 to the 2:48 mark in the third quarter. But Casey County closed out with a 7-0 run at the end of the third. Casey County 46, Barren County 41. Lady Rebels with the basketball. Cravens sends it left side to Lee, over to Stevens. Stevens trying to make a move on Murphy. And we got a whistle, double dribble.
Had a little hesitation there. I think she got. I didn't really see it.
I didn't either, but
she had a little hesitation, but I didn't.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Now what do we got? Timeout. Not a technical foul, but a warning. Is that what it was?
I guess so.
The ball was already in play, so
they don't hand those out in softball, Jay. They go to the dugout.
All right, Trojanettes with the basketball. Katie Murphy into the front court. Works off the screen from Delk, and we get a whistle and a foul. And it will be charge to 52. That is Wilkie, her second, team's fifth.
Jay, they have committed with Lee to face guard in Elizabeth now the last couple of times. She's having a little trouble getting open.
Yep. Bertram gets it out to Macy Lockhart. Just checked to the ball game. They want it over and back, but
I didn't see it, Jay.
No.
I didn't think she was.
I think it was right on the Trojan head there. Murphy over to Ennis. Ennis trying to make a move. Works inside, spin move, up with a shot. It's going to drop in.
Good move there by Raven Ennis, Jay. Good strong move.
First 2 points for Ennis in the second half. She's got 8, 46-43. Three-pointer from the left wing. Good for Stevens. 3 threes in the second half for Casey County. Murphy driving, gives it off to Lockhart to the right wing. Lockhart drives in the paint, throws it up with the left hand and banked it in.
Strong move there by Macy.
49-45. 6:42 to play in the ball game. Cravens with it, gives it out to Stevens, and right side it goes to Lee. And down to the corner. They give it over to, that's Duggins, who's backing another 3-ball in the air, no good. Long rebound comes off to Murphy. And the Trojanettes down by 4 with 6:25 to play. Murphy, crossover move to the basket, has a shot blocked out of bounds.
Good move right there, but a good job defensively adjusting there.
Oh, I thought it was our ball.
I think they
apparently
she must have touched it last.
I guess so. Casey County driving to the basket. Lee missed the layup. Wilkie with the offensive board. Hands it block out as Stevens, top of the key with a 3-ball. It's no good. Another offensive rebound by Lee. Bounce pass underneath to Wilkie, and she puts it up and in. Lead pushed out back to 6 for Casey County. It's 51-45. Just under 6 to play. Ennis with it on the right side for the Trojanettes. Bounce pass down low to Delk. Post up in there against Wilkie. Puts it up and in and draws a foul from Wilkie.
Great move there by Carly, real quick. for the and one opportunity.
That's 3 on Wilkie, number 6 of the Lady Rebels in the second half. That's the lead to 4 at 51-47. That's Carly Delk's first basket tonight. And Wilkie's going to check out for Casey County, replaced by Haley Brock. Delk, 75% foul shooter on the year, puts it in the air, and it rims good. Three-point play the old-fashioned way for the 5'9 senior. Cuts it to 3 at 51-48. 5:48 to go in the basketball game. Lauren Lee with it for Casey County. Off to the right side, it goes to Stevens. Stevens curls to the top of the key, gives it back out now to Cravens. Cravens on the dribble. Leaves it out there with Stevens. Now Stevens out between the circles against Liberty Rice, who's checked in the ball game. Driving into the lane. They throw it away. Lee tried to get to it, couldn't in time, and Barren County will get the basketball.
She was kind of cutting to the rim, thought the offensive play was going to go to the rim, and she just misjudged it there.
5:22 to play. Liberty Rice with the basketball. Sends it off to Ennis on the left side. Ennis looks right, goes to Delk. Now Delk looking inside for Lockhart, can't get it to her. And on the dribble, now looking back out, it comes to Bertram. Lauren Lee putting the pressure on Elizabeth Bertram.
Yeah, it's good defensive pressure there by the senior from Casey County on Elizabeth.
Here's a lob down to Delk. She puts it up. It's no good. Trying to get her on a rebound. And out of bounds. They're going to say went off Carly and out of bounds.
And great job there of Carly posting up. Maybe expecting a little contact there, but we got to make those if we want to win this ball game.
A lot of time left. 4:56. Barren down by 3. As Lauren Lee brings it up for Casey County. Lee straight away out to Stevens. Stevens on the dribble against Liberty Rice. Gives it back on the right wing. And it's Lee back in the right corner over to Stevens, or rather to Cravens. Back out around the perimeter. Stevens against Liberty Rice. Trying to take her one-on-one. Dishes it back over the right side. Cravens out to Lauren Lee. Takes it down the lane. Throws up the shot and got it.
Yeah, that was 3 great extra passes there by Casey County. Did a great job.
Lauren Lee has scored 9 points in the second half. Liberty Rice. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Casey County. 53-48 the score. 4:14 to go. And Elizabeth Bertram will toss it in. As it comes in to Delk. Delk had it poked away, had to go chase it down. Throws it back out front to Lockhart. Lockhart driving strong to the bucket, puts it up, and looked like a foul. Oh, they're going to say she lost it out of bounds. Wow.
Well, Jay, a couple of things.
Disagree with that one.
Yeah, she got fouled to begin with, and then from that point, I'm not for sure how that ball can be out on us. It looked like she blocked it.
Yep. 4 minutes to play in the ball game as Stevens crosses the midcourt line for Casey County. Stevens still on the dribble. Rice, it goes to Lee in the corner. So they circle it back out. Around the perimeter left, Cundiff in the corner to Stevens. Fakes, drives the baseline. And a foul on Liberty Rice. Second one. 3 on the Trojanettes in the second half. So we're down to 3:40 to play in the ball game. And comes in to Lee against Bertram. One-hand pass right side over to Cravens. And now here comes Lee driving strong to the bucket. Off-balance shot, no good. Rebound to Delk. Here's Katie Murphy breaking into the front court. Murphy, right side to Lockhart. Lockhart throws it back to Murphy. Sends it left side over to Ennis. And now Ennis trying to make a move. Spin move in the lane. Fall-away shot is coming out of there. Offensive rebound by Elizabeth Bertram, stepping back, shooting the 3 ball. It's no good off the left side of the rim, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Great hustle there by Elizabeth to get that offensive rebound. Just a little short on the 3.
30-second timeout called by the Lady Rebels with 3:02 to go in the ball game. Barren County trailing Casey County by a score of 53-48. We'll be back here Tuesday night for senior night as the Trojans and Trojanettes host Russell County. And Coach, we talked about the matchup earlier. Russell County, I believe, girls are 20-4.
I think you're right.
And,
I think they're the number one team over there in the 16th.
In the 16th, yes.
A little surprising, I think, with those total number of wins. So it'll be a come ready to play game Tuesday night, just like tonight. Maybe probably not as good a team, obviously, as we're playing here tonight, but it's another good test for us on Tuesday.
Yeah, they still play a lot of teams out of the 12th region, though.
They do.
3:02 to play. Barren down by 5, 53-48. Trailed by 14 earlier in the first half. Came back and took the lead at 41-39 late in the third. And here's Cravens. Cut off. Brings it back out.
Right there.
Against Macy Lockhart. Bounces off the right side to Stevens. Now Stevens looking. Back out to Lee. Swings over the left side now to Cravens. Back out to Lee. 2:37 to play. Casey County being patient with the basketball here this trip. Out at top, there's Cundiff. Over to Lee on the left side. Now Lee out top to Duggins. Back to the right corner. Stevens, Cundiff. Back around left. Comes to Stevens. Back to the right side corner, Cundiff. Now Cravens with it. 2:13 to go. Back to the left side, Duggins. Now picks up her dribble, goes to Lee. Got Katie Murphy guarding her, and she carried the ball, bombed it. And so Barren County will get the ball with 2:02 to play.
They got to take advantage because Casey's going to be content with those four guards out there to run a little clock the next time. So we got to take advantage of every possession now.
2 minutes to go. Barren down by 5 points, 53-48. Murphy working left off the screen from Bertram. Gives it to Lockhart. Lockhart crossover move. Goes inside. Puts up the shot. It goes down and a foul. Went between, actually tried to split the defenders. And the foul is going to be on Stevens, her second, team 7th.
Just a really strong move there by Macy Lockhart. Like you said, Jay, kind of splitting the defenders and drawing the contact.
Lockhart puts it up. It's no good. Short. Gets her on a rebound. Takes it out to the left corner. Fires it off to Delk. Throws it over to Ennis for the 3. Yes! Ties it at 53 with 1:39 to play.
Well, just one of those situations, Jay. Macy was short with it, but she went and got it.
Yeah.
In a game like this, sometimes it just comes down to effort plays, and that was one where Macy went and got it. Raven spotted up for the 3, and a good extra pass to her to knock that 3 down.
1:40 left. We're tied at 53 as we take the People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. Trojans last night kind of took it on the chin up at Central Hardin, 67-48. Hopefully they'll regroup, playing Russell County here Tuesday night.
Tough situation there. Anytime you're out of school and travel that distance and whatnot, I thought we played well at times in the first half, but in the second half, couldn't get any kind of flow, seemed like, in that particular game going on. And I know Central Hardin's record's a little deceiving there. They've played some tough teams.
Oh, you think about the district they play in.
I mean, they're kind of like the 14th that we have in this region. Because they're in there with John Hardin and E-Town, and North Hardin traditionally has had a strong team. So, I don't think at this time Coach Cunningham is worried about what we're going to do again in that first game of the district and been playing well. So hopefully we'll have a bounce-back game on Tuesday night.
Right. Which we beat Russell County. We talked about that earlier over at South Laurel this year by around 20 points or so.
Okay, this will be a big trip. The tie now prevents Casey maybe from just running a little bit more clock than they normally would have.
Yep.
But they do have Wilkie back in with another big, so they're down to 3 guards. So we'll see what they can do here.
Lauren Lee will bring it up for Casey County. Tied at 53 with 1.5 minutes to go.
Right there, Mace.
Right side it goes to Cravens. Sends it back out to Duggins. Now Duggins, one dribble over to Lee on the left wing. Now Lee out top to Wilkie. She drug the pivot foot there.
Did a little bit, I thought.
Just a little bunny step there. Comes out to Stevens. Bounce pass over to Wilkie. Wilkie on the left side. 1:10 to play. As it comes out to Cravens. Right side, Stevens. Pushed off. Bertram fires up a 15-footer that's no good. And the rebound of the Trojanettes behind the back dribble, and she double-dribbled. And here comes Casey County back the other way. Wow. 53 seconds to play. Lee on the dribble, hooks it back off to Stevens, goes baseline, puts it up, it's good. They're going to get a foul call.
Well, I'm like you, Jay. I think they missed a double dribble down here. Elizabeth with a great play. Might have even got the push off down here, but we didn't get that call.
Fourth team foul on the Trojanettes. And Stevens is 59%, but she's hit 3 out of 3 tonight. This shot goes up, and it hangs and goes in. One possession game, though, 56-53. Trojanettes down by a tray with 40 seconds to play. Here's Murphy, right side over to Ennis. Ennis curls in the lane, goes left side, up with the left hand, too strong against the window. Wilkie with a rebound, gives it off to Lee with 30 seconds to play and a foul in the backcourt on Bertram. That is 2 on Bertram, 5 on the Trojanettes here in the second half. As the ball comes into play to Lee and a foul on Murphy. Her first, team 6th. I guess if you want to foul anybody, Coach, it'd be Wilkie.
Yeah.
Shoots 56.6% from the line. Just ball tapped away by Murphy into the corner, and it'll stay with Casey County with 25.2.
Good hustle there by Katie Murphy. I'm sure they want to get it to Lee probably in this situation.
Duggins to toss it in. Comes into Lee, and there's the foul with 23.5 seconds left. That puts them in the bonus. 3 on Elizabeth Bertram. And Lee missed her only free throw attempt back in the third quarter, but shoots 71.7% from the line. 21 for Lee. Shot goes up, and she missed it. Rebound to Lockhart. Trojanettes, a 3 will tie it with 20 seconds to play. Murphy with the basketball, gives to Ennis. Ennis comes over the top of the key, now angles right, looks for Bertram. And they reach in and tie it up on her. And the possession arrow back to the Trojanettes, though, with 10.6 to go.
Try to look for a screen here for Elizabeth, and then maybe a penetration and a look for Raven.
Murphy looking, gets it out to Bertram. Trying to spot up, shoots the 3, it is short. Ball tipped away, and coming up with the basketball, we got a foul called at 4.9.
Not a bad look there by Elizabeth. I think might have got a piece of it on the shot there.
That was number 22, Macy Lockhart. That's her second team.
Second foul on Macy Lockhart. 8 on the Trojanettes, and Stevens is perfect tonight, 4 out of 4. Shot goes up, and it's good. 57-53. Makes it a 2-possession game with 4.9 left. And Stevens puts this one in the air, and she drilled it. 58-53. Ball will roll into Ennis. Gives it over to Murphy. Long desperation throw off the backboard. That will do it. But a good effort by the Trojanettes, Coach, against the number 6 team in the state of Kentucky. When you only lose by 5 points, you played pretty well.
Well, Elizabeth did some really special things offensively, and then defensively, I thought we gave them all they wanted here tonight, Jay. Carly, I think after she came back from that injury defensively, rebounded the basketball and limited them. So I think, like you say, a lot of positives to take away from this situation, Coach Lindsay.
Yep. And we'll get over here with Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. And a post-game report coming up here in just a moment, brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven on our farm and made for yours. 58-53 final score tonight. Casey County goes to 19-5 on the year. Barren County drops to 20-6. And Coach, I know you're disappointed with the loss, but what effort this Trojanette team gave you, especially in the second half.
Yeah, they really did a good job. Heck, in the first half even, I think it was a 10 or 15 point